Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Now, here is Irving. Shoots from 12. Second chance shot. James. LeBron James. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Down low. Here's Bogut. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Smith, the pass to LeBron. The Warriors pull it in. And here's Bogut. Thompson outside. Irving against Curry. Irving with the steal. Love goes in. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And that's good for two as he grabs the feed.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And that one's good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Now Curry. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Nobody near Barnes. Curry outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 8 points.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
And he can't hit the second. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Takes the 13-footer. And there's Bogut. That's good on the assist from Green. Bogut's got his second basket.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
And, you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
That's his first personal foul.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. 1:24 left here in the first quarter. Smith on the wing, and stolen by Barnes. Kicks to Curry. Dishes it to Barnes, and stolen by Love. It's LeBron with the drive, and he gets the bucket.
Assistant.
And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And it's Love missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Now the feed to Barnes. Back to Curry. Over to the left wing. Good chance here for Barnes. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors ahead, up 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. How the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 5-point game.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the Warriors' 5. Shot clock at 5. Van showing some terrific range. And that's 13 points for Steph Curry. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in, Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Smith's shot is good.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Bogut kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Thompson outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And they double him up with LeBron. tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Warriors leading by 10.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. I remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. The dish to Curry. Shoots from 12. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Curry. And it's 6 points for Barnes.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That's good.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from LeBron.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. James. And Curry pulls it down.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Green. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
That is good. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
That'll do it for the first half. Warriors lead by 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.